Okay. Let's see. I think we're recording, and it's been a while. Boy, I haven't made a show since April. And mainly when I started this channel, I said that I wasn't going to do a show all the time, and I was only going to do a show when there was something, at reasonable stages of this game as things happen, and things have been sitting in limbo for quite a while. A lot of developments with crypto news, but the Queen passing yesterday is a big indicator of it's time to, we're going to be moving forward now with a lot of the things that we've already talked about on this channel with the new quantum financial system and regulations for the use of blockchain technology to run the financial system, and the fact that Ripple is in the driver's seat on that technology. They basically pioneered it, sold it to all of the countries to run their CBDCs and their local currencies. You see that there's been a lot of progress in that area. Now Ripple's talking to the United States about doing the same thing for the dollar, and this is all just talk, okay? So this is all just finally talk that's happening in the public. This has all happened in the background long time ago. So by the time you hear about it in the public, things have already done. I mean, now it's time to tell the people. So that's where we're at. The Queen dying is a big indicator that we have reached a certain stage where it's time to take that news off of ice. That news is old news. I mean, they've been holding her on ice for, I've been saying, for years now. And they use that as a card in the game to show you where we're at. So take the Queen out, and the pyramid falls apart, right? So they already got Saudi Arabia way back. Now they've got the Queen, and you just saw, maybe you didn't, I don't know how close people pay attention, but the Pope issued an order for all of the Catholic organizations to withdraw their money from financial markets and just return it to the Vatican. And he's called for that to happen by the end of September. So things are moving very quickly now. The pulling out of all of those liquid assets out of the markets is going to it's going to cause a response, and the response is going to be a lack of liquidity in the market. XRP was designed to solve a liquidity crisis. They have on-demand liquidity already built out, tested, implemented, and rolled out. Yesterday, I think I heard the news about their new tools with the automated market maker. Are announcing all this stuff right now. So, I mean, they really have all of their I's dotted and their T's crossed at this point. That's why they announced the Queen. And now we move forward with probably some sort of a distraction or event that would cause people to accept the change that's about to come, because people are ignorant about what the money system has done to them, how debt has basically put us all into a situation where we can never really get ahead, and they take money from us coming and going. They take money from taxes and interest, and it all goes to the Queen and the Vatican. So take down the Queen, take down the Pope's power, right, in the financial markets, and then let the people know over time. A lot of time has passed since all this stuff started, and now it's reveal point. And it's going to accelerate really quickly at this point. Through September is going to be a very monumental time of change in this world, not just the United States, but all over the world. You see, they started back in March with the Russia. One of my last shows was about the sanctions that they placed on Russia with the SWIFT system and how they tried to cut them out. And now you see Russia's basically turned that into Okay, tit for tat. You pull us out, we'll create a new world reserve currency, we'll go around you, and then we'll cut your gas off. So, they can't play these games with these people because they rely on them too much. So they have to resolve this, and there's going to be a resolution. It's going to be a new system, decentralized, not a central bank system anymore. Sure, you're going to see central bank digital currencies come out, but they will be not controlled by one family or a few families or a world central bank system. It's going to be a very decentralized system. No more of a treasury based system where each country's treasury is now in charge of the monetary system and the money, and not allowing, if your country is charging interest for loans, the interest should go back to the treasury and make the country richer instead of going to the queen and making the queen and the Vatican richer. Now it's going to be a more fair system for each country to enrich their own treasuries and their own people through fair systems. And gold is going to be the standard for all of these central national currencies around the world. Silver and gold and other precious metals and assets like oil and things like that will back the currencies instead of, I think it's mainly going to be gold because there's so much gold that's been moved around the world and positioned to be that backstop for the currency so that you can't exceed your wealth of your country in terms of currency. Fair. So, it's the 9th of September. The Queen's death was on the 8th of September, 1,776 days after the information started coming out about what's going on. 1,776 days later, they announced the Queen's death. Coincidence? I don't know. Exciting times. I mean, I hope everybody's in position with some non-cash assets that are going to move up. Okay, XRP, XLM, IOTA, XDC, and Algorand are all part of the new financial system. Their ledgers will be used to transact and used for payments, networks, and it's the new financial system. Bitcoin and Ethereum are proof of work that I think they're being outlawed for their consumption and their, shady practices, let's say. And Ripple's going to be probably merged with the Treasury or I don't know. They're going to be basically joined at the hip with the treasuries or the Treasury of the United States, or maybe World Bank level stuff or something like that. But it's going to be an extremely valuable asset. It's 33 cents right now. It's going to move quickly up to 5 digits. Been telling people this for years and years now, and some people listen. Of course, I get a call. Some people listen and have gotten on board and are invested with us, and we're looking at properties together, and it's great. And other people just think we're nuts, and they refuse to listen. So this is where we shake it out. Okay, we've stuck it out for a long time with this whole information system, new information coming out. You're either paying attention to it or you're ignoring it. And I know a lot of people are ignoring it. And that is going to prove to be a very costly decision to just ignore all this. Eventually, you'll have to learn all this and you'll miss the opportunity to take advantage of it. So it's a monumental shift in the global wealth system. The people that have held the wealth in the past have proven to be all corrupt. They've all had their day, they're done, they're gone, they're being removed as we speak, and the money's being redistributed through a decentralized platforms. And do your research on this. This is super important. Ripple is partners with all the banks for the transition, smooth transition to giving the money back to the people. And then the people will have the choice to participate in a central bank system or to operate outside of it with these other accepted currencies that are now mainstream. And there's going to be a lot of haves and a lot of have-nots. I'm going to be a part of the haves. I know a lot of people are going to be part of the haves, and we're going to probably have to step up and help out humanity because they've shit the bed, not paying attention or listening to the media or doing, just going along, not paying attention. The hardest part for some of us is going to be helping people who've basically called us names and laughed at us and done stupid things. And they're going to be potentially wiped out, left behind. Yeah. Real estate's going, if you got your money in real estate and you're counting on that, it's going to be cut in half. If you got your money in the mutual fund or a 401k and it's tied to the stock market, it's going to get crushed because I just told you the Pope's pulling out all the money. That's $300 trillion around the world being yanked out of the markets by October 1st. It's a papal order. Okay, the Pope demands it. So it's coming out. It's going to crash the system. Boom. Coming. It's the 9th. 21 days. 3 weeks from now. It's got to be out. What are you going to do with that information? You're going to sit there and go, well, maybe it'll just be okay. Just going to leave my money. It's all in real estate. Real estate, they're not growing anymore. It's going to get cut in half. It's a bubble. It's blown up. And your stocks are going to get cut by 75%. So you got $100,000 in stocks and you think you feel good, you're going to be down to 20 grand, $25,000 here real quick. Boom, just like that. When they do the rug pull, which is happening right now, they're pulling the rug out. Hope came out and told you, So serious business. I hope everybody's taking it seriously and paying attention and doing the right things and talking to their neighbors and getting advice that's non-mainstream. Not don't listen to these dickheads on TV. These people are owned by the banks, then they lie to you because they hate you. They hate you. Everything you get comes from them, that's how they feel, like you're stealing from them, and that's just not the way it should be. And in the future, it won't be that way, and it'll rebalance itself. But it's going to be heavily loaded into these digital assets and gold and silver. If you don't hold any of those things and you're in these other capital markets, or you got your money in a savings account, or you got your money even in cash, missing opportunities. Opportunity costs are going to bite you. So anyway, it's good to be back on. It's been since April, and I think we've all been waiting around. When's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? Boy, are they ever going to do this? Is this going to happen? A lawsuit that goes on from hell. The lawsuit with the SEC is a complete farce. Just not the way the law works. Anybody that believes what they're seeing out of that case just doesn't understand that the SEC stepped in on behalf of the Federal Reserve to try to block something from taking over their monopoly, a monopoly on money. And it's just not going to work because it solves too many problems. It improves too many people's lives. People are demanding that it be allowed, and we outnumber them. And people can see through the old system and how it was a manipulation of people. It was a debt enslavement system where they took money coming and going, taxes and interest, and they front loaded the interest on your mortgage, and they took your money and you stayed in debt. And you did that most of your life. And it's terrible. It's just not right. It's not what God intended for people. And we're moving back to God's money, fair system, and we're getting rid of all the assholes all at the same time. It's beautiful. So enjoy the moment, do the right things, take the necessary steps to get yourself to safety and your family. They'll be grateful for it because it's going to pay off in a big way. Big way. And then you can be part of the solution instead of being a part of the problem. Okay, because the people that are left behind and don't move up during this time are going to be needed. Everybody's going to need to turn around and help them. Give them a hand up. But, you know, that's a lot of work to go around and help people with their finances, their mess. And, but it's going to be what we have to do. But we're going to have fun doing it. And we're going to have fun along the way. We're going to enjoy our rewards. And we've earned it. We've studied hard. We came to work every day. No job. Go to work, study, learn. Get smart, get rich, help people, solve these problems. And now's the opportunity that no one will ever see an opportunity like this ever again. This is once in a globe, once in a Bible. This is in the Bible. It's in there. The riches will be stored up for the meek, right? The riches of the wicked. This is where we're at. So take advantage of it. Everybody, pay attention now. We're approaching 9/11. 9/11's we're approaching a 7-year, right? So 2001, 2008. Remember what happened in 2001. Remember what happened in 2008. And then from there we go to 2015. You had all the stuff in Europe with Greece and everything, right? They ruined them. And now 2022, another 7-year cycle, landing right now. Queen's gone. Queen's part of the pyramid. She's on the dollar and that Illuminati eye. It's all coming down. So pay attention. You can always go back and get the reruns, but there's nothing like catching this thing live while it's happening. It's not that hard. There's places to tune in to get the information. I'm not going to give you all the information. You got to go do your own research. I'm just giving you the highlights, but you're missing it if you're not watching, if you're not paying attention. You're missing the greatest biblical event for humanity that's happening right now. Oh boy. Anyway, that'll do it.